friends, happy 2021. On Monday, for the foreseeable future, we are going to have a little feature called Break a Page Monday. And we're going to be using different techniques to break a blank page. Now, I think that this is a lot of fun because it encourages us to to explore ways to kind of maybe get out of our comfort zone. Now, speaking of comfort zone, this traveler's notebook size is not my comfort zone. I love traveler's notebooks. I think that they're a neat size, but I have never ever had, and this is an actual traveler's notebook. Somebody sent this to me, which was extraordinary. I just can't gravitate to this size. I love it. I just can't gravitate to it. But, because this is a breaking the page, I've decided to step out of my routine and break some pages in this traveler's notebook insert. And I think that we are going to do this every Monday, and I think it'll be fun. When we get out of our comfort zone, we don't, it's nice to make like these micro changes. So instead of like blasting out of your comfort zone, you're easing out of your comfort zone. I'm 62. That means that I typically don't blast out of anything anymore. That's for youngins to do. We are easing out of our comfort zone, and we are going to have fun doing it. As you guys know, I don't keep like huge batches of things to collage with. I prefer really small batches of things. That way it's really easy for me, now this is just me, to put things together in a kind of a quick way. So I have this wee batch of stuff, and then I have a wee batch of words and sentences and that kind of thing, little clustery word kind of things. So let's just get started. It's really important, y'all, to get out of your comfort zone. My sister and I were talking about this yesterday, and we were like, it's our dad, is having some memory issues and things like that, and it's just like, you kind of go, ooh, am I heading toward that? As a lot of people do. And you start getting a feeling like there are things that you need to do to not go down that dementia path. Now, it just happens to people. It's kind of just the way it goes. But micro changes, little movements that help us develop our brain, it improves those little synapses going on in your brain and helps you build, more function, more memory, that kind of thing. I think what I'm going to do, and I've already just picked some stuff out. I kind of seem to go with this brown is talking to me today. I really love these long pieces of, these are different whiskeys. I think these are from Garden and Gun or something like that. So I think what we'll do is just these are vintage maps. And I think what I'll do is, I'll just go for this. And, we're just tearing today. We're tearing and I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with destroying stuff. You know how much I like to do that. And we'll just start right over here. So, we'll just have, for the foreseeable future on Monday, we'll have just a breaking a page. And you can break a page different ways. You can do it with paper. You can do it with paper strips. You can do it with paint. You can do it with stencil. So, there's a whole lot of different ways to do this. I'm not much into resolutions. I prefer to, I think resolutions, again, 62, is, that's just a hard word. And I prefer, different words. 62-year-old people like different words, So I didn't make resolutions this year, but I would like to kind of do a few more things here at YouTube, and especially anything that might help people. You know, a lot of us are still hunkered down at home, and, you know, we might not be getting to our creative outlets, you know, maybe lessons or, you know, your art trips or camp or, you know, camps or things like that might not be happening. So I just felt like it would be a nice time to like do a series. So on Mondays, we are going to do a Breaking the Page series, and then I'm going to introduce my series this week on the YouTubes. Now, if you are in my Patreon group, I do printables, and this page will be a printable for my patrons at YouTube. So I think that looks pretty good. I kind of like this right here because this is a 1980 map. You know, this is a 1970 map. I thought it was kind of cool, these Nito maps. I think the next thing that I want to do is to, this one's too big, but, you know, I kind of really like the glass here. So I may use that. Now, how are we breaking the page? We're just breaking the page by using paper. We are collaging on our page. And it looks super cool. I do think I'm going to cut out this glass, this cocktail here, because I really like the color of it, and I think that it goes really nicely with the rest of the page. I'm curious to know if you guys find like a certain size page easier to work with than others. I think that it's interesting. You know, we all have different styles, we all have different flares, we all have different. I'm digging this. I mean, obviously this is like a melted wax top here, so I'm going to cut that off too. But I think I'm going to use it like maybe upside down, something like that. I think that would be fun. Okay, let's go ahead and get this down. I like the rather distressed, kind of old-fashioned look of this. I think it's kind of cool. I was thinking about a little bit of color, but I'm not quite sure. I want to do juicy edges on this journal, which simply means I'm decorating the edges of the paper as well as the paper itself. Juicy edges, I'll put a link in the description box below. That is a Jenny Belly technique, and I think it's super cool. And I believe that these spoons would work really well, you know, as a juicy edge element. And you know, you can do your juicy edges at the top of a page or at the side of a page. Now for this one, I'm putting the cart before the horse. This is going to be the end of this, not here. All right. I really like this. For some reason or another, I just like it. So I am going to use this. I'm going to have to trim a wee bit off here, which trim to me means I'll just tear it off. And the red kind of, you know, the red kind of just spices up the page a little bit, you know. And I just realized this, but the red, you know, this burgundy kind of goes with this cherry that is in the cocktail. So that's kind of nice. let's see if we can, in my creative world, less is better. In your creative world, you might want to put a whole lot more on this page. It's really up to you. The idea with me and this book, and that's a personal creative decision, is to get me out of my comfort zone into a different size and a different way of working, okay? I've got a lot of words here. Let's just see what we, hey, I like genuine, but then I'm covering up that U.S. population. So I think I'm going to put it down here. I think that would look cool. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey is a very genuine kind of whiskey. So we'll put genuine down here. This came from a mailer. A very cool mailer. Had tons. Look at all those words that were like on the front of it. I think this was it says performance, integrity, confidence. It was a Nissan mailer for their new 2021 makes and models. All right, I'm really wanting to kind of do this, and then I'll, what do you think? I'm just not sure. Yeah, I think I will, because I kind of like the colors of these. These are like tasting spoons, you know, where chefs have, you know, they'll have tasting spoons. And it's a really neat image. I like it. And we'll just slide that down here. Now you can see that I'm starting to build that juicy edge right there. Built it a little bit more right here. Whatever I choose to do with this page, I'll fold a few elements over and make little juicy edges right here too. So there we go, my friends. We have broken a blank page in a traveler's notebook insert, and I'm pleased with it. I think it's pretty super cool. It is a genuine article, so there you go. Join me next Monday when we will break another page on a Monday. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.